guys, welcome to part 2 of my Q&A answer video. Before I go any farther with this, my part 1, the last set of questions I did, I said his name was Sport12345. I apologize, I was reading it wrong. It's Spot12345. So my mistake, I apologize for that. I put an R in there by accident because I read it really fast. Anyway, let's get on with the questions. Next set of questions is by Petty Monster. What is your favorite TV show character? My favorite TV show character would probably have to be Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. I find him, he's very funny. He always thinks about himself, which I think is hilarious, and I can relate to him a little bit because a lot of stuff he talks about in the show, I talk about in real life, like about Star Trek and all that stuff. And I find him hilarious. I just love the guy, He just always makes me laugh. And along with that whole cast, but I don't want to get into that because it's only your only favorite TV show character. But yeah, it had to be Sheldon Cooper because I can relate to him at some points of the things that they talk about in the show and what I talk about in my life. With Star Trek and chess, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it would have to probably be Sheldon Cooper. Favorite movie villain? I think I'd have to pick, if you're talking about, I don't know if you mean like superheroes, good guy, bad guy. If that's what you mean, I have to say, I know probably a lot of people would say this, but I really can't think of anyone else that would really pick my favorite. It would probably be the Joker, just because, the guy, he's crazy. He literally is crazy. He's very smart, and he knows what he's doing, and he always tricks you. He's very tricky. Like if you watch Dark Knight, you never know what he's gonna do, and he does these crazy things. And I just find that to be real awesome. You never know what he's gonna do next. So that would have to probably be my favorite. But like, I can also say, I know the Joker, but I can also say Christoph. I know this is not a superhero, but Christoph Waltz. I think he does a fine job playing villains in movies. I don't know if I could use that as an answer. Like, for example, he's the villain in The Green Hornet, and he does a great job with that, as well as he's a villain in, like, sort of not a superhero villain, but like the bad guy in Inglourious Basterds. The guy can play any villain role really, really well, so I do like him as well. But if it was superheroes, it'd probably have to be the Joker. And the last question by her is, if you could be a superhero, who would you want to be? Definitely Spider-Man. I loved Spider-Man when I was a kid, and I still love him now. He's the nerdy type guy, which I am sort of. I like the whole fact how he's quick, he's very strong, he can sense when something bad is going to happen. I think that's totally cool. And I've always wanted to go like that, and, swing from building to building or climb up walls. So I'd probably have to pick Spider-Man. Definitely. Okay, now Ryan57361 asks, what is the movie that made you start getting into movies, becoming a movie buff? I said it. That wasn't the question someone asked earlier, but it was just like it. It was Hard to Kill, starring Steven Seagal. My father showed it to me. I thought it was awesome, even though it was like some of the worst acting ever and some of the worst effects. I still love it, and I still watch it today. So yeah, it would definitely be Hard to Kill because I watched it when I was a kid, and that's what started getting me into all this stuff. Favorite food? No, I don't even have to think about this. It's sauce. Not like sauce, but like pasta. I'm 100% Italian, as well as my family, and I can eat pasta for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, no matter what day of the day, night of, oh my god, whatever time, there it is, whatever time of the day it is, I can eat sauce whenever. And yeah, I love it. How many Blu-rays do you own? I haven't counted. I mean, Blu-ray.com, they're all on Blu-ray.com. I think. I'm going to say, I haven't checked in a while, roughly in between 200 and 300. So I think maybe like 230 Blu-rays I own, I think. Last time I checked. I can't remember. It's around there, though. Definitely around 230. Favorite scenes in a movie? Okay. The one that really comes to my head right now is Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. The scene where Sean is in his Evo car, I think that's what it's called, and he's racing through Tokyo with Han behind him and DK, the Drift King, chasing them. And Sean's in the lead, and he's just coming around this corner, and there's like thousands and thousands of people in the middle of the road, and he's flooring it, and he's honking the horn and telling them to move, and just before he hits someone, they all spread apart, and he drifts like in this or just around the corner as the people pull apart and let him through. I thought that was so cool and so badass. I love that scene. That's the one scene that really pops in my head, but there's a bunch of others I just I can name off, like in Avatar, the scene, what was it? Sorry, when he like first gets into his body and he just leaves the lab and starts running in the forest, and he picks up, he puts his feet in the dirt and he eats these fruits. I thought that was a really cool scene. And there's a bunch of other scenes too, but I don't want to get too far into it. And yeah, that's it from him. Next questions are from Sir Warren G. Favorite movie? If that means all time, this is really tough because I really, man, if this is all time, I'm really having a tough time answering this. I'm gonna have to say The Shawshank Redemption, just because like the whole development of friendship in the jail. But I really, I love that movie to death. I had to say that's probably my favorite. I don't know. I really have never thought about what my favorite movie of all time really is. I have a bunch of my favorite movies, but I've never put them in order of what I like. But yeah, I think it would have to be The Shawshank Redemption. Favorite Blu-ray. Not your favorite movie on Blu-ray, but your favorite disc in terms of picture quality, audio quality. I think it's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Either that or Avatar. Definitely Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and pretty much any animation movie like Disney Pixar movies, those all look fantastic as well. If it was a single movie, I'd have to say Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Favorite book? I read a lot of graphic novels, so I have to say between Sin City or Watchmen. I really enjoy those. It's funny because you may laugh, but I've never seen the movie Sin City, but I've seen Watchmen, and I thought it was really well done, except the ending. I didn't really like the ending of the movie, but the ending of the book was fantastic. If you haven't read the graphic novel, I highly suggest you go out and pick it up. I really do enjoy reading The Watchmen. I can not watch it. I can read it. I can always pick it up and start reading it. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite album? I have to say, my favorite album was Chronicles Volume 1, the 20th Greatest Hits of Creedence Clearwater Revival, CCR. I love that album to death. I listen to it every single time when I get in my car. I love it in the summer when I can roll down all my windows and just blare CCR as I drive everywhere. That's probably one of my favorite bands of all time, CCR. I absolutely love them. I can listen to them all the time. So that would probably be the Chronicles CD version of CCR. What is a movie that hasn't been announced for Blu-ray that you would love to have? Like I said earlier, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Although that was announced, I think, and I know Jurassic Park is as well. That hasn't been announced. Spy Kids. Oh, and the Indiana Jones series. I only know the fourth installment is on Blu-ray, and the previous three are not. And I don't know if they've been announced or not, but I would love to have those on Blu-ray as well. I love Indiana Jones. Next question is by Movie Fanatic 1986. Which was your first DVD or Blu-ray you ever purchased? First DVD, I'm pretty sure, like I said, Hard to Kill. That was my first one. And Blu-ray was Kill Bill Volume 1 and Kill Bill Volume 2. I bought those on the same day. Which movie are you looking forward to this summer? Like I said earlier, Super 8 is probably number 1. Cowboys and Aliens versus Aliens. Transformers, Dark of the Moon. I got it right this time. I can't even think of anything else that's coming out. A lot is coming out in the springtime. Like right now, I know Thor came out today. I'm not really looking forward to that, to be honest with you. It looks garbage, but I've been hearing great reviews, so I might just end up seeing it. But yeah, a lot's been coming out in the spring. I don't know too much in the summer, but yeah, definitely Super 8's probably number 1. I've been waiting that for a long time now. How did you become a movie buff? My father, he introduced me to Hard to Kill, and I loved it. And as I said, I went out and bought more movies with him. And I'm like, why don't I just start collecting movies? Because I always just rent them at stores. I never purchased them when I was little. My father would always take me and we would rent them. But then after I purchased that, I'm like, I'm gonna start doing this from now on, and that's what happened. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't too big when I was little. It was very minor. I didn't go out every day and buy a movie. Today, I'm not even kidding. I will buy at least 10 movies a week. No joke. It's come to a point where it's really bad. But what can I say? And an addiction is an addiction. But it wasn't like that back then, though. I can tell you that. Will you ever do a room tour or show us your collections? I will. If I'm gonna do a collection video of my Blu-ray collection for sure. And if you guys want me to do a room tour, I'll show you my entertainment center where I watch all my movies and where my friends come over and we have movie nights. If you guys leave comments down below if you'd like to see a room tour, because I'll do it as soon as possible if you guys like it. And I don't know this last. I'm pretty sure this last part says, "Where do you buy your movies?" I don't know. I don't understand it that well, but I buy my movies from Best Buy and Target all the time. Probably Best Buy. I like every cashier, every person that works on the floor knows me literally because I'm there. I'm not even kidding. I'm there every day. It's really sad. I don't have a life. I have a life, but if I'm not in school, I'm at Best Buy or I'm at work. But Best Buy and Target for sure, and then occasionally I go to FYE, but they're very expensive sometimes. I'll only go there to find used items, and then I just order stuff off of Amazon if I can't find it in stores. And the last question is from my buddy Joe on Facebook. Real quick before I say this, if you have a Facebook, I'll provide links like you can add me as a friend, and I have a group on there called The Movie Guy, and I post links of upcoming movies, rumors starting to happen, just all about all movies, and I post also my videos on there. I have 100 videos on there, so I have more than what I have on YouTube because I started on Facebook first. So I'll provide the links down there, and if you guys are welcome to join, I really do appreciate it. But he asks, have you seen the Blu-ray for the Name with No Name trilogy or a Sergio Leone anthology? I have not seen the Blu-ray for either one. I own the Name with No Name trilogy on DVD. I don't own it on Blu-ray. I've never seen it on Blu-ray. I would love to pick it up as well as the Sergio Leone anthology, but you know they're a little pricey right now, and they've been out for a while, I think, and I don't want to pay too steep of a price. You know, eventually I'll pick it up for sure, but I have the DVD of it, so I'm just satisfied for that right now. And that is all I had for the Q&A. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. I am sorry, and I do apologize that it took me over a week to do this. Like I said, I've been very busy with school. I just had my presentations yesterday. I think I did pretty well, but it's starting to lighten up now. I got 2 weeks, and I can say hello to summer. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, like I said, leave comments down below if you want to see a room tour. I'll do that. I'll do my Blu-ray collection, and I have an unboxings coming up next week. And I also want to do a video of what I've purchased over the past few weeks as well. So, yeah, I should be getting more videos out as school lightens up. So, yeah. Alright, guys, that's it. I'm going to take off. I'll see you guys in my next video.